So having that personal brand is absolutely integral to being able to move forward, but you've then got to demonstrate that, and you've got to sell your skills. And you know, the graduate market is incredibly buoyant at the moment, but it's also very competitive. So I'm going to read this quote on the slide. That's the latest labour market outlook from the CIPD highlights. Over half of employers have hard to fill vacancies, and a third anticipate significant problems in filling roles. Skill short vacancies are a particular problem and currently outnumber labour shortages. Those with degree level or equivalent qualifications are in highest demand. So in the graduate market, you are absolutely, you know, there's 100% opportunity there for you. But you know, you are being recruited based on your potential. And we use the word potential because all employers will know as a graduate, you won't be the finished article, and nor would they expect you to be. But you know, we hire and other employers hire based on your existing transferable skills and passion for the role. So with this in mind, and coupled with the building your own personal brand, being able to articulate your skills and experience where relevant in relation to the job role and demonstrating your passion for the role, you'll be giving yourself the best chance of being noticed and potentially hired. Okay, so selling your skills, which skills are most valued? And ultimately, this will massively depend on the role that you're applying to. So you want to take some time to think about the skills you'll need in your intended career path. You can find essential or desired details on relevant advertisements, highly reputable company sites, and you know, chartership websites. So you know, CIPD, RICS, ICE, and you know, published and reviewed blogs such as LinkedIn and Hays. You can also speak to industry experts, recruitment agencies, or those already doing that job already. But don't be afraid to network. And I think this is often the best way to source realistic information about your intended or your desired career path or job role. I do appreciate networking can be daunting if you've not done it before. So my advice again would be go with somebody who's also looking to pursue that particular career, and go to events together. But don't be afraid to go up and speak to people and talk to them about who you are and what you know you're interested in looking into, because you know people will want to speak to you and they will want to give you some information, so you've got the best possible way of making that decision to determine which path you want to go down. So on here you can see, you know, and we talk about, you know, selling your skills and, you know, what's most valued depending on your role. So, you know, teaching, for example, you might want to think about how you could demonstrate and talk about critical thinking and problem solving. You know, sales and recruitment, for example, you know, we definitely want people who can show us that they've got great communication skills, the ability to build rapport and relationships with individuals. You know, marketing and, you know, being creative and, you know, that market knowledge of where you're looking to set yourself up in, through to mechanical engineering and technical stuff, and you know, the industry knowledge on that side of things being, you know, very important to have an understanding of as well. So identifying your skill set. So despite of your level of work experience, you know, you will have a range of valuable skills that employers look for. Once you've thought about the skills you'll need to be successful in your chosen industry or role, it's time to think about the professional skills that match. One of the biggest misconceptions is that you must have experience in a role to have the right skills to be successful. That's not always the case. So, for example, here at Hays, we don't require anybody to have any previous recruitment experience to be successful. I would say actually about 70% of the, you know, our employees don't come from a recruitment background. We've got a number of people that are graduates or college leavers, through to career changes. So we've got people that work for our business that were teachers, chefs, bank managers, mortgage advisors, things like that. And they've worked within a completely different industry and have decided to change careers and moved into recruitment. So try to think a little bit more creatively. Some of these examples will hopefully demonstrate what I mean. So if obviously with you being a student, for example, I'm going to use this one particular example here. So work to deadlines, engaging with teams, looking at long-term commitment, going above and beyond to achieve what you need to achieve from a result point of view. Things like that are always going to be really, really important for you to demonstrate and come across, and you can definitely pull skills that you've got from the work that you've done within your studies through to if you've got part-time roles, or if you've worked professionally before, whether it be in customer service, caring roles, or hospitality, for example. Lots of different things, and hopefully that can be a little bit thought-provoking for you as well in terms of how you can get that set up. So selling your skills and writing about your skills, and we don't really have what we call a CV writing workshop anymore, because a lot of our recruitment that we do in terms of bringing people into our business as a TA function, we're moving away from having CVs, and it's about profiles, it's about skills, it's about how you perform throughout the recruitment and selection process. But it is obviously important for you to have a CV. So thinking about what your CV looks like, making sure you have a clear skills section. So something a little bit like this below. So above any kind of maybe education or work history that you'd like to talk about or list, make sure that you've got a skills section. So this kind of links in again to your personal brand, through into selling your skills and being able to articulate what they are, to demonstrate the skills that you have that could transfer across into the role that you're applying to, and that match what some of the criteria is in that job role that you may have applied to as well. So they create a simple and easy to read snapshot of how you value yourself in the professional world, but they need to have depth. So you need to be able to substantiate these skills if you were to then get an interview and talk about them. So making sure you can demonstrate and you've got examples of where you've been able to communicate effectively and you've demonstrated active listening, through to where you've you've used effective time management to make sure you've met deadlines, etc. And throughout your CV, you should be bringing these to life, talking about where and how you've developed these skills. So think about the previous slides that I've just mentioned, and it's important to that the skills you mentioned are transferable, that they're suitable to the role and the industry that you're applying to, and clearly demonstrate from previous experiences. Okay. So that's probably a little snapshot in terms of the CVs and making sure you can make those clear and easy to read as well. So that selling your skills part was probably the shorter part of the presentation. So I am going to open up for any more questions, if that's okay. And I might stop sharing now just so I can see the chat function if there are any questions that come through, if that's okay, Rebecca.
That's perfect. That's no worries.
Hello. Oh, I was just going to say, hi, Rebecca. I was just going to say that was a really great and informative presentation, Georgina. Lots of great information for our early graduates in their preparing for their early graduate careers.
I'm really pleased to hear, and I think it's always a little bit difficult when when we've got literature like this to make it really, really, I suppose, specific to various, whether it be colleges, universities or organisations, because I think the principles remain the same. But, hopefully, again, I know we've recorded it, so hopefully people can refer back to the presentation and see the slides and, take some notes from them if they need to.
We absolutely will. Yeah, it'll be a little bit. We'll probably put them back together as one presentation. So give us a little bit to get that done, and we'll get it up on the website and be able to send out links to people who have attended today, and they can circulate them more widely for a lot of our students. But Georgina, that was terrific. Thank you so much. Unless there are other
as well,
questions.
on time.
Yeah, look at you. You're amazing. But before you go, though, I do have to mention a couple little things. We're, as you know, as most of you know, we're in the middle of our week of our careers week in IADT, and we have 2 more days of excitement. Today was great, and tomorrow we've got egg coming in, Black Shamrock and OSS. There's a panel discussion, and it's a networking opportunity. That's on at 11 a.m. So that's for 2 hours from 11 to 1, and that is in A019. So do spread that widely. It's a real opportunity to get to meet some employers that a lot of our students might be interested in. And then later on tomorrow afternoon at 3 o'clock, RTE is coming in to talk about a number of different programs that they have coming up over the next while that might be of interest to a lot of our students. And then on Thursday, Creative Technologies Ireland is coming in, and they're an amazing they do a lot of things. They're like an events company, but they're kind of more than just that. And also we have our free headshots that will be happening as well. And Brown Bag Films then will be rounding off the week at 3 o'clock on Thursday in A019. So if you have any questions or comments or anything like that, please get in touch with Dawn O'Connor or Louisa Keogh or my good self, and we will direct you where you need to be. But Georgina, thank you again for today. I thought it was really insightful and very, very helpful to people that are just starting out or about to, and even I learned a lot myself.
Oh, good. Well, that is fantastic. And, and that's the aim, and it's what we want to do. And I know we're a recruitment consultancy, a recruitment agency, but because of our size and the way that we've developed it, we do generally add a lot more value to our external customers in terms of yes, obviously the recruitment solution piece is what we do day in, day out, and that's the fundamental of our business and what we're here to do. But we this added value stuff is really, really important to us, and it's really, really insightful for us to learn from other people as well. So any feedback is always welcome. So thank you very much.
And thank you. All right, everyone have a great afternoon.
Yes,
look forward to seeing you again.